Hey, I never thought I could, but I did. So can you? Trust me, I'm the kid.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Report. I want to start off by saying hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving with their families, safe Thanksgiving, and enjoyed some of the football games we saw yesterday, which leads us to our first kind of topic here. We're with Brian Barnaby today.
Yes.
Right? Very special guest.
Yes.
Who will be more again?
Oh yeah, I think every Friday.
We're building it here.
I think Barnes is coming every Friday. Is that right, Barnes?
Absolutely.
All right.
We're making it a weekly spot.
So Barnes is about to be a regular.
Yeah.
Barnes is about to be a regular. And then before we dive into that, so bro, welcome back. Glad you're here.
Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
No doubt. And the only other thing is, if anybody's seen PJ,
Yes, please.
we're trying to find him. I don't know where he is. He told me, very adamantly last week that he never misses a show, and now he's not here.
I'm worried.
I don't know. I'm worried, dude.
I mean, I'll try to pick
You
up
say
the
he's
slack.
very, very adamant. No, I'm not worried
definitely.
about that.
No.
But he's just very adamant. He told me.
Now we're
he
worried.
told me
Yes.
that he, I never miss a show. Don't worry about me.
Well,
But
PJ,
now, I don't know. You see him? I don't see him.
PJ, if you're out there,
Where is he?
call us,
Where are
please. We
you?
miss you. Where are you? Call
PJ,
your mother.
where are you?
Oh, man.
All right, so
Anyway,
let's dive right into it, boys.
Let's go. So obviously,
Big games this week.
Yes. Let's talk
That
about
have happened,
Thanksgiving.
yes.
Let's talk about Thanksgiving first. So the Washington football team beats the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was embarrassing for Dallas
let's
to
hear
just
it,
fall
Barnes.
flat on their face.
Yep.
I mean, they're traditionally hosting the game. I mean, obviously, this year hasn't gone the way they expected, but Andy Dalton, with all the weapons they have, I mean, you would think they should be competitive. And, I mean, it just wasn't even close. In the story, everyone thought it'd be about the Cowboys maybe getting back into it. The story was about more Washington. They look like they're a force to reckon with. And Alex Smith has really set the tone, ever since they switched over from Haskins.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's shown it time and time and again, whether he's in
Yeah.
Kansas City, whether he's in San Francisco,
Yep.
he's a winner. And that's
Yeah.
what's important. in this
True.
league.
Dude, they're 2-0 since he's been the starter the last 2 weeks.
Coming back from dying.
Coming back from dying.
Which is the most impressive thing, to begin
He
with.
didn't die, but the injury he could have died.
We know what you mean. But yeah,
But to the people out there who don't know, just in case,
So,
he didn't die.
I think his leadership, Haskins, it seemed like the locker room, there's some problems there. So Alex Smith's kind of taking the reins from him. And then how about that rookie running back, Gibson? 3 touchdowns yesterday,
On
11
Washington.
for the season.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Randy?
really been helping them.
first rookie to score 3 touchdowns on Thanksgiving since Randy Moss.
So,
1998.
Yeah,
That's
98.
really good company to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Really good company to be in.
absolutely. So if you look at it, when he's gotten 20 carries, he's had over 100 yards. So
Yep.
it seems like just keep giving him the carries, play good defense, and let Smith manage the game.
Yeah.
And then with yesterday's win too, so now Washington is in first place solely of the NFC East.
Right,
So
right.
I really do think that they're going to pull out and win that division. To be honest.
Because Philly looks like a disaster.
Yep.
Dallas is done, and
New York is growing. New York is growing.
But they're just not there yet.
But it just Jones is a turnover away
Yeah,
from changing
yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
So.
and then just to touch on the Cowboys a little bit, dude. I mean, obviously they're trash. We all know that. But like Ezekiel Elliott, bro, I can't believe how much he's been having a problem holding on to the ball, dude. He fumbled. That was his 6th fumble.
Yeah, more than
yesterday.
he had his whole career going into the season. And then since he's gotten that contract, just really hasn't lived up to it. And it looks like a major mistake for the Cowboys. I mean, just giving them all that money, and now they got to fit in having Dak's salary with already paying Cooper and some of the defensive guys. So they got some problems going forward. McCarthy, looks like he should be maybe one and done.
I think
don't know.
he should
he's
be
done.
as well. I think he's going to be done.
It just seems like he's lost.
He doesn't
touch
even
with the
deserve to go
players.
back.
And
Yeah.
he won his Super Bowl a long time ago. But what have you done for me lately? Nothing.
Nothing.
So,
And bro, we know we've all heard those stories about how he doesn't really give a shit. He goes and gets massages during the team's having a meeting. He's like, I'm gonna go get a massage or whatever, dude. But
so
I don't know. We'll
Turmoil
see.
in
Straight
Big
trash.
D, that's for sure.
Yeah, for
Per
sure.
usual. I actually said this to Mike yesterday. I don't know how you feel, but I just feel until Jerry Jones is like completely hands off, completely, that the Dallas Cowboys will always be what they are.
Right.
Since really, the last 10 years.
And I think
Just
a lot
more
of that
mediocrity.
has to do with his heavy
Just
input,
mediocrity.
and then he hasn't wanted to bring in a big time coach.
Yeah.
Since Jimmy Johnson. McCarthy he got because really probably no one else wanted him because he had kind of a rocky ending in Green Bay. So I don't know about them going forward. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of question marks.
Yeah, but anyway, so we leave that. That was the first game from yesterday. Washington outright first place in the NFC East. But let's switch over to the 4:00 game, bro, when we had Houston and the Lions play.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a rout, and especially the Lions. They always host the game, so you felt some pressure. Patricia, I mean, a lot of rumblings out of Detroit. I mean, he's probably gonna be gone, and they just fell flat in their face. Watson carved him up, and it really just kind of, highlighted the fact that the Texans, can't waste Watson anymore.
No.
I mean, he's so good. You got to get a good coach,
crazy.
and you really have to build around him. And I mean, at least Bill O'Brien's out, so that's the first step.
Yeah,
but.
and I was going to say, too, with the Texans, it's definitely more of an at this point for them, it's more of getting the organization in check than it is more so like the team and the players that they have on the team. Because, Watson, I mean, looked ridiculous yesterday. He had threw for 318 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right? And then you got a weapon in Will Fuller who had 6 receptions for 171 yards,
2 touchdowns. He's an impending free agent, so I mean, you saw how they just threw Hopkins out the door. They better not do that with Fuller. Watson, I mean, is probably going to demand a trade at that point.
Yeah, I would.
I thought he was going to last year when that happened.
Yeah. I hope that they can turn it around as an organization for his sake, dude. Because Watson's really good. He's good talent. Obviously, he's great talent.
So, I mean, this is a crucial offseason because they traded away, their first 2 picks.
Yep.
So they really have to get creative and just hit right probably on those lower price guys and then keep the guys that they have. Watt's getting near the end. He's been playing well lately, so you don't want to waste him either. You want to gear up,
And how cool was that, speaking of Watt, to see him and Adrian Peterson on the same field?
Yeah, and both score.
Both score.
Watt had the pick 6. AP with the 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
I mean, remarkable that those guys are really still going at it
Yeah,
as hard as they
AP's a
are.
beast. Yeah, and with Detroit, real quick, I mean, you kind of said it a second ago. Patricia, 13, 29, and 1 record since he's been there. It's been 3 years.
So much for a defensive specialist.
It's been 3 years, man.
No
So
defense and just nothing. I mean, he hasn't done anything positive, and they couldn't wait to just throw Jim Caldwell out the door. He had the best record as a coach probably ever for the Lions. I mean, at least for a long time.
I think with the Lions, too, it's one of those things where they're just mediocre. They are what they are, dude. They've just been that way. For a long time
the thing is, they have some pieces. So Stafford's getting a little older. So I mean, once again, just like the Texans, this is an important offseason.
Yeah.
Swift's look good when he's healthy. Galladay looks good. Hawkinson. So
I like Galladay, bro.
Galladay. Yeah, I mean, he looks real nice. So it just you have those things. It's all about just really putting it together, and I think it starts from the top with the coach.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, you got to have good coaching.
No, for sure. So, yeah, I mean, those were two good games. I mean, like you said, the route was Houston, Detroit, so that was really blowout. But overall, I think we love football on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So
any football, right?
It doesn't even matter what the records are. We just want to watch the games.
And then kind of to before we transition into this upcoming Sunday and take a look at some of these games that we got coming up, because we got some good ones. One game we didn't get to see yesterday was Baltimore, Pittsburgh, which I was very much looking forward to. That was the game out of the 3 that was yesterday that I really was looking forward to. I don't know how you feel, but I think.
Oh yeah, I mean that's really been one of the best rivalries. Yeah. I mean, at least the past 10 years, the games are always close, and it's an important game. Baltimore's been fluttering, so I mean, if they want to make the playoffs, they really have to win this game. I mean, and then Pittsburgh being the only undefeated team, that's a story.
Because Cleveland now is in second place in that division.
I mean,
so
and it just Lamar.
Baltimore's not even in the playoff picture right now.
I mean, it's just really following up an MVP season. I mean, it's very disappointing to see.
I know.
What's happened. So, and then, they said he tested positive for COVID.
Yep.
So, if that's the case, he's out for 2 weeks. RG3 starting.
And RG3, too.
I mean, and then also the running backs are out. Dobbins and
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram plus Calais Campbell. So,
do we think this game even gets played? Or
it seems like they have to postpone it unless they just get creative, move the game to Tuesday. Then Dallas is supposed to play the Ravens on Thursday, so they have to move that to next week. So.
The game will be played, but it's just a matter of when and how.
Right. And I think the NFL all year has been really trying to avoid that Week 18, so I think they're going to try to shuffle things if they can.
And the Steelers have kind of been dealing with this on and off the whole season.
And they haven't done anything wrong themselves.
No.
They followed
they
the
always
right
just
protocols.
They've been healthy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
no COVID tests.
Yeah. Really a shame. I mean, they've had such a good year. I mean, and then, boy, their receivers, have just been unreal.
All
Johnson,
of
them.
Claypool, Schuster. I mean, it's
coming alive this year.
Last
Year he had a tough year, so It's good to see him bounce back, Juju.
Yeah, and then
absolutely.
see Big Ben bounce back.
Yeah,
Everyone
man.
pretty much said,
Yeah.
is he going to retire?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look at 10
It's
and
high. He looks like he's a fucking rookie.
I know he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw Juju. He's been dancing on every team's logo at away games.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, they're pumped. I mean, it's just,
Yeah. No, it's
I was telling him, I was like, they could potentially dethrone Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, they really do have the ability.
that would be a
Right.
great AFC Championship
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Kansas City.
I'm really
We
expecting
might get that.
Yeah.
We might get
I
that.
think that's what it's going to. Who else is going to? The Bucks? Yeah, exactly. No one's really. We know what's going on.
Maybe the Titans.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe the
But
Titans.
it's a big maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we know is like
Yeah.
right now, if all goes well, it's Steelers, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
So we'll leave it there for now.
Yeah.
Good Thanksgiving games, and hopefully we get to see this Pittsburgh Baltimore matchup unfold at some point. But this upcoming Sunday, we got some good ones. We want to highlight 3 games that we picked out that we think are going to be really, really kind of crucial. So let's start with the Titans versus Colts. The Colts are -3 coming into this game. They look really good. I mean, they're kind of clicking on all cylinders. They got a good defense. They got a good offense. Just we know. Hey, Rivers.
Oh my God.
It can only take you so far, man. What are you thinking, Barnes?
I mean, it's kind of crazy because it just, the way the year started too, Rivers did not look good. Rivers hasn't looked good for a couple of years, but, the last couple of weeks, the Colts have really been coming on, and it seems like you pick against them, and they just win.
And they just beat Green Bay last week.
Yeah, I mean, they have a tough team, so obviously they have a tall task going. Derrick Henry, I mean, is a machine.
Animal.
But just trending the way things are going, I mean, I'm expecting probably the Colts to win in a close one.
Yeah.
And I mean, it really will be entertaining. First place is on the line. So it'll just be really interesting to see. I think probably a lower scoring game. The Colts defense has been good. Titans are pretty good situationally. So I'm expecting to be a close one with the Colts, squeaking it out, at the end.
All right, so who we taking? Let's start with you.
So I'm going to take the Colts. I think they'll probably win by the 3, maybe a touchdown, but I can't see it being much more than that.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I'm 3-0 with these picks. So let's see. Hopefully I can continue.
Keep it going.
I'm gonna roll with the Titans. I think, dude, just Derrick Henry.
Yeah. No, I mean
Derrick Henry. We've highlighted a few games the last few weeks, and the Titans have kind of always been in the midst of that, and just Derrick Henry, man. Every time, that's why I usually just pick him, just because I'm so confident.
Oh,
It's Titans Colts, right?
Huh?
That's Titans Colts.
Titans Colts.
Yeah. Culture -3 going into that game.
Word.
Yeah. So who you taking?
I'm gonna. I mean, shit.
Shit.
I mean, honestly, like everyone, I'm looking at you. You guys all said Titans. PJ
No,
says
no.
Titans.
PJ
Wasco says Titans.
Really?
Tony
Bar-
says.
Barnes-
Tony says.
I had the Colts.
put-
though.
Oh, you
Barnes
have
said the
Colts. Oh,
Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts with Barnes.
Yeah.
All right. Of course. What's his name is taking the Titans. Gino's taking the Titans.
Gino, we know
Of
obviously
course.
is gonna be taking Titans.
Gino's a
Guasco's
big
taking the
Titan guy.
Titans. Tony's taking the Titans, and PJ's taking the Titans.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But moving on, another good one, potentially Super Bowl matchup, Chiefs-Bucks.
Yeah. Gonna
So,
be interesting.
Bucks aren't looking that hot as of late. The Chiefs are getting 3.5 going into this game. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
Yeah,
for this
I
game?
mean, I think this really might be a season-defining game for the
the
Bucks.
Bucks.
They've lost all
agree.
these primetime games.
Yep.
Seems like there's something going on with Arians and Brady. Just calling them out at these press conferences.
it's
I
weird.
don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know if it's to motivate them. I mean, that's the only
Yeah,
thing
I think
can
that's what
of.
it is. I think that's what it is. I was listening to these, the experts.
Yeah.
The experts. And they all said that it's to motivate him.
who are
Yeah, they're
right here.
But they were saying that after week 1, Arians tried to do the same thing. Came back week 2, they won. But it's like just to make the locker room be like, I'm the boss, not Tom. When we know who's the boss.
Yeah. So, really, and the thing is, you would say, I mean, the Bucks are due to win a big game. I mean,
Yeah.
they've come up short. I mean, they lost to the Saints twice. But how do you pick against Kansas City? I mean, it's just
Exactly.
if there's
It's like going against
Exactly.
God.
I mean, and really, for them to score a touchdown at the end of the game, you feel like they need maybe 40 seconds.
That's
Three
what we
passes.
were saying, dude. We were saying that on last week's show. I was like, dude, they have the Mahomes puts together the quickest drives.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so quick. They're like a minute and 15 seconds long.
And
dude.
last week, I mean, that the last play, against the Raiders to Kelsey, he's
Yeah,
wide open.
bro,
I mean,
it's-
the way their offense
Yep.
runs and the talent they have. I mean, I honestly wouldn't be surprised too, because with the little problems in the locker room, maybe with the Bucs, if they actually end up winning by a couple touchdowns, I really wouldn't shock me. And then the Bucs might be on the outside looking in for the playoffs, which is crazy to say.
It is, especially with Tom Brady as a quarterback. So who are you taking?
Yeah, so I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs. I think at least a touchdown. Maybe even 2. And the Bucs keep tail spinning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs as well because I can't pick against Mahomes.
Damn.
He's just sick, and the whole team is sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're loaded, man.
I've never seen a better offensive team. I think,
Bro,
really,
I
since
know.
I've been watching.
Yeah, it's
football.
crazy. So I tell you what, I think they're gonna pound the Bucs, dude.
Yeah,
I really do. I think they're gonna win by at least 14.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you the other guys'
Yeah,
picks.
let's hear
So
'em.
PJ's going with the Chiefs. Guasco, Chiefs. Anthony, Bucks.
Anthony picked the Bucs.
Bucks.
He's stupid. He picked the Jets over the Chargers.
Yeah, he did.
I'm just kidding,
then,
Anthony. We love you.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Tom for this one. Tom Brady.
All right.
I'm gonna go Bucks.
Mark it down, bud.
And then we didn't pick. Also, we have to pick the Steelers Ravens game just in case.
Yeah,
we pick.
we
So
are
you guys go
actually
ahead.
good segue because that was the other
other
game.
game.
I'm trying to bring it back from what we were just talking about a few minutes ago. Steelers Ravens. Hopefully, are going to play this Sunday.
Yeah.
So we talked about everything else before. I just want to hear who you're going to roll with.
So I mean, if Lamar was playing, I would give him a chance. I might even pick him to win because they need it. But if RG3's playing quarterback, they might get blown out.
What do you mean?
honestly.
He's sick.
But who knows? I mean, Lamar hasn't been throwing the ball well,
Yeah.
so maybe it'll actually be a good thing. But the thing you have to look at is no matter how the teams have been over the past 10 years, it's always a 3-point game, a 4-point game. So I think it probably will end up being close, even though the Steelers do have the blowout potential. But I mean, I gotta take the Steelers. I mean, I think what is it, 5?
Yeah, Steelers are -5 going.
Yeah,
going
I mean,
into
this
game.
is a game, and it's probably going to be at least, maybe 21-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
By half.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Steelers as well,
Yeah.
just because they're a powerhouse, like we were talking about before, both sides of the ball. So, and again, RG3. The Ravens are with COVID. They're riddled with the COVID. So, I'm just gonna go with Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna steamroll them. To be honest with you, they might win by like fucking 35.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say that.
everyone's picking the Steelers here. Literally, it's
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's consensus
like everybody.
for sure.
no
See
shit.
the card. I don't know if you can, but it's all Steelers for us.
Got you. Well, I think that
That does about that.
I think that's
that about does it.
That
right
about
there.
does it for us on this day after Thanksgiving sports report. Like we said in the beginning, hope everybody enjoyed yesterday with your family, friends. Safe Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. I mean, with the way this year's been, nice to have a day. Just
No
to
doubt,
enjoy
bro. I know.
it
No
and
doubt.
Forget about all that.
Yep.
Want to thank Barnes again for coming on. Our
Yes.
boy.
Thanks for having me.
Brian
Make sure you guys
Barnaby,
follow,
aka Barnes.
sub, like,
All that shit.
everything. You
All
guys,
that
we
shit.
love you guys,
Absolutely.
My guy.
and you love us.
Hell yeah, bro.
We will see you guys next
See
time.
you soon, man. Peace.
Enjoy.
Hey, I never thought I could, but I did, so can you? Trust me, I'm the kid, yeah. Hey, just listen, we coming live with the mission, I know that you